Welcome back, luxury car fans. Today we're diving into something truly thrilling. The 2026 Bentley Bentayga Speed. A vehicle that was already known for opulence and outrageous performance now returns with even more firepower and a wilder spirit. Yes, the iconic W12 engine is gone, but in its place is a V8 that's not just holding its own, it's breaking records. Plus, it's got a drift mode. A drift mode in a Bentley. So grab a seat and buckle in. This one's going to be good. Let's start with some history. The Bentley Bentayga Speed was once the king of luxury performance SUVs, thanks to that massive W12 under the hood. That 6.0-litre twin-turbocharged beast churned out 626 horsepower and 664 lb-ft of torque, numbers that made it one of the quickest luxury SUVs on the market. It wasn't just about going fast, it was about doing it with style, silence, and sophistication. The W12 wasn't just an engine, it was a statement. But the times are changing. In the interest of emissions and modernization, Bentley has retired the W12. Enter the new hero, a re-engineered 4.0-litre twin-turbocharged V8. You might think fewer cylinders mean less drama. Think again. This V8 pumps out a staggering 641 horsepower and 627 lb-ft of torque, a 15 horsepower boost over the W12, and nearly 100 more than the V8 S model. That makes the 2026 Bentayga Speed the most powerful production Bentley SUV ever. It's leaner, meaner, and just as luxurious. The performance SUV crown isn't just staying in-house, it's being polished to a brighter shine. Now let's talk raw numbers, because this is where things get nuts. Bentley says the new Bentayga Speed can rocket from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. That's quick by any standard. But here's the thing. The old W12 was quoted at 3.9 seconds, and in real-world testing, it actually clocked in at 3.1 seconds. So what's the true capability of this new V8 beast? Based on the upgrades and increased output, it's not a stretch to believe the 2026 Speed could break the 3-second barrier. We're talking 2.8 to 3.0 seconds. That's borderline supercar territory, and it's happening in a full-sized SUV that weighs over 5,000 pounds and offers massaging seats. It's not just about acceleration either. Bentley's engineers refined the driving dynamics with torque vectoring and four-wheel steering. The result? A massive SUV that feels athletic and planted, with tight cornering capabilities and high-speed stability. Whether you're carving through a mountain pass or navigating tight city turns, the new Speed behaves like something half its size. And that's no small feat. Okay, here's where Bentley drops the mic. Drift mode. Seriously, this is a company known for double-stitched leather, crystal gear shifters, and champagne coolers. Now, they're giving us drift mode. And it's not just a gimmick. Flip the ESC into dynamic, select sport mode, and suddenly this 5,000-pound luxury SUV transforms into a tail-happy drift machine. Power-on oversteer, controlled slide angles, and full throttle slides, all while you're cocooned in quilted leather and real wood veneers. Bentley has also stiffened the suspension by 15% in sport mode. That gives the Speed sharper cornering, dynamics, and a more connected feel. The steering is more direct, giving you better feedback and control when you're pushing it through tight bends or wide sweepers. And thanks to the 4-wheel steering system, the turning circle tightens up significantly, giving this big brute the agility of a much smaller SUV. With all these systems working together, the 2026 Bentayga Speed becomes something completely unique in the luxury SUV space. A car that can cruise in comfort 1 minute and slide through corners the next. Of course, with great power comes great braking responsibility. Bentley equips the Speed with massive carbon ceramic brakes, the largest LIKE they've ever offered on the Bentayga. These aren't just about stopping quickly, though they do that well. They also resist fade, shed weight, and offer phenomenal durability. Paired with newly designed 23-inch wheels, the biggest Bentley has ever used, the Speed isn't just performance-packed, it looks the part too. Those big wheels give it an aggressive, planted stance that matches its newfound dynamic edge. And now, the soundtrack. Bentley has equipped the 2026 Speed with a standard sport exhaust system, which gives the V8 a deeper, throatier growl than before. But if you're after that ultimate auditory experience, there's an available titanium Akrapovic exhaust, complete with quad tailpipes. It shaves weight and delivers a soundtrack that turns this luxury cruiser into a snarling performance monster. Start it up in a parking garage, and you'll feel it in your chest. It's visceral, it's aggressive, and it's unmistakably Bentley. Even though the Bentayga Speed has the performance of a track weapon, Bentley still knows how to keep things classy. The exterior upgrades are subtle but impactful. Up front, the headlights feature a dark tint, giving the face a sharper, more aggressive stare. Around back, the taillights are now smoked grey, adding a sinister edge to the tail end. The chrome speed badges on the sides do just enough to let onlookers know this isn't your average Bentayga. But one of the most striking touches is the contrast pinstriping that wraps around the lower body. It's not just for show. It can be color matched to your brake calipers for a truly bespoke look. Combined with those 23-inch wheels, the Speed exudes confidence without ever feeling over the top. It whispers power, but with a slightly raised voice. Inside, Bentley continues to deliver one of the finest cabins in the automotive world. The 2026 Bentayga Speed features quilted leather upholstery covering the seats, doors, and dashboard. It's all hand-stitched and customizable down to the smallest detail. You'll find Speed logos elegantly embroidered on the seatbacks. If you've chosen to match your pinstripes or brake calipers, you can carry that color scheme into the cabin for a unified, bespoke aesthetic. And naturally, there's every tech feature you could want, from night vision to a premium Naim audio system. Even though this is a machine capable of going sideways around a racetrack, it still cocoons you in total comfort. That's the duality of the Bentayga Speed. It's a car that wears a tuxedo to a track day. So, is the 2026 Bentley Bentayga Speed the king of luxury performance SUVs? With more power than the W12, drift mode, wild acceleration, and next-level luxury, there's a strong case to be made. Bentley has taken what was already a segment-defining SUV and turned it into something even more special. A vehicle that can do it all, haul, pamper, race, and drift, without compromising its identity. So what do you think? Would you take this over a Lamborghini Urus, Aston Martin DBX 707, or even a Cayenne Turbo GT? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more deep dives into the world of luxury and performance vehicles. This is Bike and Car Saga, and we'll catch you in the next one.